Haley, thanks so much for coming in today. Really glad to have you here.
For sure.
So, here to discuss your great son, Harden. He's been so good. He's a little fireball in class, but he's so smart.
He's a lot.
Yeah. But he's doing awesome in kindergarten. He's really doing great. He's started off the year really well. Do you have any, before we start, any concerns, anything that you'd like to discuss or questions you have for me as his teacher?
How do you feel like he's doing socially?
That's your big concern?
Outside of the schoolwork, yeah.
Honestly, I think he's doing really well. I think kindergarten, I think he'd be very surprised how difficult it is for all kids going into kindergarten who've been probably in home setting their whole life. Going to school is really hard. And so we do a lot of social activities and helping them getting involved, and he actually does really well compared to, all the kids. He really fits in, does well, and wants to participate. He's really a friendly kid.
Good.
And so he really does well. Sometimes you can tell if he's a little upset or maybe things aren't going his way. He'll maybe isolate himself for a little bit, but he'll come around after he kind of catches his breath, He's back with the group. So I'm not too concerned with him socially. I really think he's doing pretty well.
Is he a bit of a yapper in class?
At first, no, he was pretty shy, and he's kind of gotten a little more comfortable. So he talks a lot, but he also knows when to be respectful and
Okay, good.
be quiet, which is really good.
Good.
So there are some certain things we discuss in these parent-teacher conferences. Obviously, it's new. There's not a whole lot of data. We've done a few tests to see how he's doing, and he tested right about in the middle of everything for reading and math, which is just very basic. So we have him placed into groups, and he's doing really well. I think he came out at the 58th percentile in reading and the 62nd in math. So a little above, doing really well. He seemed to like those things at home, learning and stuff.
Yeah, he really likes reading.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. He's been doing really well, enjoying learning the letters and
Yeah.
all that. That's really good. So he's doing well, and I think he has a lot of potential to continue to do well if he has a good attitude, which is really good. We obviously want to make some goals with him, right, to help him learn at home. Do you feel like at home is a good place to support him learning? If we ask him to do homework or read or math, would that be a good place for?
Yeah, I feel like he might get a little distracted or upset if he's having to do homework and stuff when his little brother's not having to.
Right.
But Hendrix is in preschool, so he's about to start kindergarten.
Also learning. That's
Yeah.
true. Maybe there could be some incentives for him to
Yeah.
learn what kindergarten's like and have big brother show him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Is it just his one brother at home?
Yeah.
That's right. Just a younger brother. So they're two boys, pretty close in age.
Yep.
That's good. So just want to make any goals at home. He's obviously learning the alphabet. If you could just go over those with him, see how he does, if he likes it or not, get all the sounds mainly. He knows the letters, the sounds are something we'd like to work on.
Are there any in particular that he's like really struggling with?
One that's hard for most kids is W. That one's kind of hard, W and Y, but you can work on them.
Okay.
But just all of them, just kind of flashcards or showing letters, random questions, nothing too specific for them.
Okay.
Let's see here. I really don't have too many concerns for him. You asked how he did socially. It seemed like that might be a concern. Is there any background of him at home having a hard time socially with peers?
Yeah, when he was in preschool, he just didn't like when people would look at him, or if he did something and he was embarrassed, he kind of would throw a fit and just kind of shut down if
That's
he gets
interesting.
embarrassed or anything. So just curious what's happening at school.
That's interesting. Kind of how I mentioned when he kind of isolates himself a little bit. I've noticed when he seems upset, and I guess it could be when he gets embarrassed, he's a little upset too. But I it seemed like it happened more early on when he was a little more shy, but recently I feel like he's just been real comfortable. He hasn't really had that probably for a couple weeks now, so
Good.
that's really good. But that's also something I will put into consideration, that he has a history of that, and just try and avoid any of those situations before they even happen.
Okay.
How has he been when he comes home? Is he happy? Does he seem like he's liking school?
Yeah, he really likes school. He really likes to learn, and he likes to be, I don't know, he likes to be in front of people, but then he also just like depends on when he gets embarrassed or not. So
Right.
it's just kind of hard to tell what kind of day he's gonna have.
He seems
Depending on
like,
his mood.
yeah, he seems like he's been doing well. Seems like he's been enjoying it for the most part and being pretty happy, which is super good.
Good.
Any other questions about our class, how we do things?
What is your guys' like disciplinary actions?
So they're nothing too major, especially in kindergarten when we're on to the next thing so often, and poor behaviors are
To be expected.
to be expected. Not exactly poor behaviors, but we're constantly addressing. So at the end of the day, we call it choosing time. We do toys, and we just play with toys at the end of the day. It's a great time. But throughout the day, if a student does something they know they're not supposed to, we'll say that, hey, well, you're going to have to practice at toy time. So say if we're reading a story on the rug and they won't sit still or they're distracting their peers, they'll practice sitting on the rug for 5 minutes of the toy time while the other students get to play. Or if it's walking in the hall or doing their work, whatever it might be, that's the discipline. And it really works well because the kids look forward to toy time. They love it.
Yeah.
And so a real quick, hey, we'll practice at toy time help.
Has Harden struggled with any of those?
The hardest one has probably been talking in the hall, which is, he's pretty social, like you call him kind of a yapper. A couple times going to lunch, he's been so excited for lunch and has kind of got talking to his peers, and he had to practice a couple times, but that's a lot of kids. That really is a lot of kids, and he had, like I said, the last few weeks have been real good. He hasn't been doing that. I think he just learned that he'd rather do toy time. You know? Rather do toy time than talk. So nothing major, but that's kind of our discipline. A lot of positive reinforcement when they do good rather than negative. I think that's we have like a ticket system that the kids really thrive on, especially Harden. He really likes saving up his tickets to buy stuff, so
Nice.
he's doing well. That's all I have. Any last questions or concerns?
Nope.
Nope, that's great. Well, I'll look forward to meeting with you again. And if you have any concerns, feel free to call me. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you very much.